The conclusion, like the introduction, will be finalized after the body of the speech is complete. So just as a conclusion does in anything, it wraps things up, concludes the story, if you want to say. So goals of the conclusion, you're going to signal the end of the speech. We talked about those transitions. Let me end by saying, in conclusion, to summarize. So then you actually do summarize. You'll review your main points and you'll reinforce that central idea with a clincher. Something that's going to make us remember. Many things you can use, same as in the introduction, maybe come around back into that introduction. So signaling conclusions, a couple of ways we can do that. And the very obvious one, the language signal, such as in conclusion. But we'll also have vocal changes, and if we are in a physical situation where we weren't recording, you may move out from behind the podium or sort of, comb the room a little bit. But this vocal change, we do this naturally many times, even in conversation. When we end a conversation, we naturally slow down. Many times we'll even lower our voice, become a little softer. And that's the same thing we do in speech. Reviewing and reinforcing that central idea. Again, you're going to review your main points and or the central idea. They could be the same, which we'll see, and then other times they could be different. You'll end strong by same methods that we use to gain attention. Maybe you'll find a quote. If you told a story in your introduction, you can refer back to it in your conclusion. This again is where your creativity comes into play. Again, look for materials while you're researching. If you find a great concluding quote or stat, keep it. Don't forget about it. Conclude with a bang, not a whimper. And that means being prepared, using some of those techniques that we talked about in the introduction for the attention getter. Not ending weakly as in, well, that's all I have. Or, well, I guess it could have been better. I don't know where I'm at on time, but I'm about done. We'll hear people say that. And think about the confidence level of that person and the amount of time maybe they did not put into the preparation of the presentation. Along with this, be brief. The conclusion's about 5 to 10% of your time. When you're done, you're done. Don't bring in new points. Be very clean and be done.